guys! Today I'm going to do something that I have never done before. I am getting Botox! So, I've never gotten Botox before, so I don't know what to expect. I'm actually a little bit nervous, but I think I'm all about experiences. I want to try out Botox because I've noticed some noticeable wrinkles, the 11 line, as well as the crow's feet around the corner of my two eyes. So I want to try it, and I also want to share the experience authentically with all of my followers. So you can take whatever you learn from my experience and do whatever makes you happy. If you don't know what Botox is basically a facial injection that helps relax the muscle. So as a result, when you're making facial expressions, your muscles will not be doing things like this or this, which eventually cause the lines on your face. So that's basically is what Botox does. And I'm about to go to an appointment, and I will report back with more of the update and how I feel about the whole experience. Every time coming to Dr. Salty's office, I feel very welcome. The staff is super friendly and the offices are so clean and tidy. Right away, we sat down and I started explaining to Dr. Salty about the areas of concerns I have regards my wrinkles and lines. And most of my concerns are around my cross feet, my 11 line, as well as the areas above my nose.
So, since this is your first time doing Botox, it's really very important for you to learn the basics about Botox, and that will actually make you feel better getting that treatment. Yeah. Botox is a neurotoxin that relaxes muscles. Okay.
After Dr. Salty explained how Botox works, we move on to talk about the treatment plan.
The dosage 20 units. Okay, and we can distribute them 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, or if I see like you need a different distribution, I'll distribute it differently. For you, I'm going to distribute it differently. Still 20 units, but I want to do 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, and 2 because I see this muscle for you is a big, like really a low one, a big one.
Based on our discussion, we finally decided we are going to use a total of 58 units. We'll be using 8 units on the forehead area and then 20 units around my eyebrows to lift it, and also 30 units above my nose and also my cross feet. Then Dr. Salty explained to me how long it takes for Botox to fully kick in. Typically, it takes about 10 to 14 days to see the full effect. And also, she said Botox usually lasts about 2 to 4 months and depends on your fitness level as well as your lifestyle. Dr. Salty was so kind that she brought Botox and showed me what it looks like, and also explained that it has to be stored at a certain temperature in the refrigerator. Otherwise, if you see in the market that people bring you Botox from the room temperature, that means it's invalid. Now it's time to inject Botox, but before that, we have to sanitize the face and mark it so she knows exactly where the injections will go. Now we are ready to move on to the actual injection. As you can see, Dr. Salty started with my forehead area and the 11 lines, and she moves fairly quickly, and I barely feel any pain or anything, which by the way, I'm quite sensitive to pains. Dr. Salty then quickly move on to the other area, which is the eyebrow lifting part. And as you can see, little bumps on the corner of my eye, but don't worry, those bumps goes away fairly quickly. She then repeated the process on the other side, and before I know it, it was over.
I think you're gonna
We are done! After the procedure, there was no obvious bruising or bleeding. I did feel a bit of tension or tightness over the upper part of my forehead, but that feeling did go away the next day. And then Dr. Salty explained to me no bend over or shower for the first 4 hours, as well as no physical activity for the next 48 hours. Hey guys, it's time to give you an update about the Botox progress. So it's been 10 days and I've already started noticing the changes that's been making on my face. So let's go over it in detail. First of all, I do notice that my eyebrow is much more lifted compared to I used to be. I can still make the expressions, but when I make the frowny expression, as you can see now, I can barely create that 11 line in between my eyes. And then when I have a big smile, the crow's feet along the corner of two eyes are almost invisible now, which is kind of nice. And then other than that, I also noticed that this section of my eye is much broadened. So when I do draw my eyebrow nowadays, I actually bring it in a little. The other noticeable thing I notice is when I smile, also it's less wrinkly around here. One other noticeable change is when I used to raise my brow, you will see all these lines above my upper part of my forehead. So nowadays when I raise my brow, there's still one or two lines there, but majority of the lines are disappeared. So as you can see, when I raise my brow, you can no longer see the lines, or barely one or two lines. I think that's pretty much all the changes I'm noticing. As Dr. Solti said, the full effect will kick in between 10 to 14 days. I believe my Botox result is fully kicked in because I don't see those expressions, lines, and wrinkles anymore, and I don't feel anything abnormal. And so I think this is my updated Botox effective face, and I'm very happy with the results. Thank you, Dr. Solti and her team very much for the great Botox experience, and I hope my update provided you some insightful information, first-hand information about what Botox does, how it works for you, and how it looks on me, and you can make your own decision about whether you want to give it a try or not. I'll see you guys next time.